Hello everyone. In this video we are going to study about the polar plot. The polar plot of a sinusoidal transfer function Gj of omega is a plot of magnitude versus the phase angle of Gj of omega on polar coordinates as omega is varied from 0 to infinity. That means if you take any open loop transfer function, if you have any open loop transfer function, or if you take any open loop transfer function g of s, in order to draw the polar plot of this g of s, first we have to substitute s equal to j omega in the given transfer function. After that, take the magnitude of this open loop transfer function. So after substituting s equal to j omega, then it will become g of j omega. Take the magnitude of this open loop transfer function, that is g of j omega, and take the phase value of this open loop transfer function, that is nothing but phase of g of j omega. And if you draw the graph between this magnitude versus phase of open loop transfer function in a polar graph sheet, then it will become the polar plot. If you draw the graph between this magnitude and the phase of the open loop transfer function, then it will become the polar graph. That's what the definition of the polar plot. The polar plot is generally plotted by using the polar graph sheet. Graph sheet. The polar graph sheet. What is polar graph sheet? The polar graph sheet has the concentric circles and the radial lines. Here the radial lines represent the phase angle and the circles represent the magnitude. So this is the polar graph. In polar graph we are having the concentric circles. In polar graph we are having the concentric circles and we are having the radial lines. These radial lines represent the angle. These radial lines represent the angle, and these circles represent the magnitude in the polar graph. For example, if you have some one angle 90, the magnitude of the open loop transfer function is 1 and the phase of the open loop transfer function is 90. Then how to plot this value on the polar graph? This is the magnitude 1 circle. And where is the phase angle 90? This is the 90. So magnitude is 1. That means this total circle represents the magnitude 1 and the phase angle is 90 here. This point indicates one angle 90. For example, if you have 2 minus 180 degrees or 180 degrees, in that case 2 is represented by this circle, and where is 180 degrees? Here we are having the 180 degrees. So this point indicates 2 180 degrees. In anti-clockwise direction we are taking the positive angles. In clockwise direction we are taking the negative angles. That I will show. So this is the normal polar graph. Here the concentric circles represent the magnitude and the radial lines represents the phase of the given transfer function. Radial lines represents the phase angles and the concentric circles represents the magnitude. So if you take any open loop transfer function g of s and h of s, substitute s equal to j omega, then take the magnitude of that g of j omega and h of j omega and phase of that g of j omega and h of j omega. If you vary the omega value from 0 to infinity, then you will get the polar plot for the given system. If you vary the omega value from 0 to infinity and plot the graph between magnitude of g of j omega and h of j omega and phase of g of j omega and h of j omega, then you will get the polar plot. So if you have any complex function, like x plus iy, you can represent any complex function in two forms. One way to represent the complex function is polar form, and another way to represent the complex function is rectangular form. So if you represent the complex function in polar form, means you have to take the magnitude of that complex function. So if it is x plus iy, the magnitude of x plus iy is nothing but x square plus y square. And what is the phase of this x plus iy? Tan inverse of imaginary part by real part, where the imaginary part is y and the real part is x. So in this way we are going to represent the any complex function in polar form. In polar form we are having the magnitude as well as the phase value. So if you draw the plot between these magnitude and phase by varying the omega value, then you will get the polar plot, and the polar plot must be drawn in the polar graph sheet. This is the brief introduction to the polar plot. In the upcoming video I will discuss the basic polar plots of basic functions. So thank you everyone.